discovered in 1984. Apple launched its first Macintosh computer in 1984. That's also the same year the first planet outside of our solar system was discovered. 1984 is the year Nelson Mandela saw his wife for the first time in 22 years. It's the same year Walter Payton achieved the most rushing yards, and the year Michael Jackson's hair was set on fire taping a Pepsi commercial. It was the year McDonald's sold its 50 billionth hamburger. Then again, it's also the same year vegetarian Fred Rogers, you know, from Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, the same year he donated his red sweater to the Smithsonian. Although it had existed for decades, 1984 is the year the AIDS virus was technically identified. Don't get Orwellian on me, but it was a busy year, 1984. Named for the German state of Hesse, this radioactive synthetic element, that's an element that can be created in a lab but not found in nature. It seems to have a half-life. That's the time it takes for something to fall to half of its value because of radioactive decay. It has a half-life of only seconds. But give the scientists some credit. There have only been a little over 100 atoms of this transactinide element Hassium synthesized to date. I know the Russian scientists in Dubna tried to synthesize this element in 1978, but Darmstadt scientists in Germany, they got it together in 1984. So, another radioactive synthetic element. So what? Is probably what you're thinking right now. And yeah, when it comes to its apparent only value for scientific research, you're probably right. But still, check out this one cool sounding fact point about element 108. According to calculations, 108 is a proton magic number, which means that it is the number of protons that will arrange into a complete shell in an atomic nucleus. And it's the proton magic number for deformed nuclei. That means nuclei that are far from spherical. That means nuclei like Hassium-270 may be a deformed, doubly magic nucleus. Okay, it's more science stuff, but it's cool to think that an isotope of Hassium can still have a fully arranged nuclear shell in its atom while still remaining deformed and look totally out of sync. It makes sense for a radioactive element that we created. It makes sense that it's a little off base, but still somehow together. So I guess it's kind of cool that we were able to create an element on the earth-shaking year of 1984, and that we make something so off-kilter, but somehow still perfectly in balance, considering everything it can potentially do if we ever make enough of this radioactive stuff.